Good morning. It is another day of yard jobs. We're coming up to kind of not the end, but the second half of Estrid's time off. So I just want to continue getting everything put away for winter, nice and tidy, because we're not long until the horses will be back on like their winter routine, being stable for half of the day. Estrid's back and doing some form of activity. So I just want to make sure that everything is done and ready and tidy and easy to use. So we're going to start with the van, because the van is a mess and there's lots of stuff that needs putting away. I've like cleaned all my competition numbers and they need to go away, and just bits and bobs and stuff like that. So we will start with the van. I'll give you a little sneak peek of the mess that is in there, and I've got like treats that need putting away, head torches that need charging. It just all needs a general sort out. Okay, let's start with these. Okay, well the stables have more or less fully dried since I pressure washed them a couple of weeks back, so we can put everything away today and have a really good sort out. So this is my vet kit box. This is the box that goes in my vet kits when I compete, that has all the spares, so we change anything fluffy that gets wet and sweaty or gritty. We change every loop of an endurance ride, so I think I'm going to need a bigger vet gate box though next year. Tilly had a special numner when she was competing that didn't need changing. It was like this warm rubbery material, so she didn't need lots of numbners. She just had boots, and I don't think 5 loops of numbners are going to fit in here. So I'm just going to ascertain which ones are going to go in. So as a rule, I actually have got all of my numbners off eBay, apart from 2 which I bought brand new from Griffin New Med. So the Mates Matters, it's a fancy foreign brand. Their numbners are really, really nice, but they're so expensive. They're like £300, if not more, a set. So I always keep a lookout on eBay or Facebook Marketplace for these full wool ones, and these are the ones that I keep for competition, that for the longest loops, so that she has the most padding and softness for the longer loops, the more time we are out on course. And I actually was really lucky to get a few extra full ones on eBay recently. So we now have 3 like proper fully woolly ones, and I don't know whether they're all gonna fit. Yes, Mattes is the brand. Platinum. Yeah, this is the one I got off eBay. The most recent one I got off eBay. These are all off eBay. And this one's got like a cuff around. But it's the first one I've had where there's like bits of wool pulling out. And it's like got some nakedy bits. But I think it'll be fine. Yeah, so you can see what I mean. I'm gonna need a bigger box. For now though, these 3 I'm gonna squish because I don't have a bigger box. There we go. She's in! Nice. Then I've got all these half ones, which I'm going to put in the tack room. And I've got like an underbed IKEA box. These are the ones I bought because I wanted some navy ones, but I meant to get full ones, and they accidentally ordered, or I accidentally ordered the half ones. But I use them on competition for the shorter loops, and they're still really nice. I do prefer a full one for more time in the saddle. Okay. So I've got this under bed container, like collapsible thing from IKEA, that I've been putting my numbers in, and they fit perfectly. This is one of Tizzy's, and there's another of the blue ones. That one can go on top, I think. If we stagger them, they should all fit. And we'll keep one set out to go on the saddle. Should be another number somewhere. Maybe it's still in the van. Found the other one from the van. These are Toklat Coolback orthopedic fleece ones in like the endurance shape. I've got a black one and I've got a white one. Tizzy's now got the Baroni saddle pad that I won this year, and I really like it, and it's really easy to clean, and because Tizzy doesn't do as much work anymore, she doesn't need multiple numbers out. So these three, the Baroni one and these two are her like numbers. So I think I might put these away above the stable because I won't need them as often, and that gives me much more, it's less squidged space in here then. I was thinking of selling them, but then I think you never know what your next horse might need. Is anyone else like that? Like I'm not using it now, but maybe the next horse will need something like that. So I'm going to keep them. Right, I'm just going to put the big stuff back that I know is going to stay here and doesn't need sorting out. Clippers, I think I'm going to keep the clippers down. Treat box. This is all my lotions and potions. I've got a lot of Keratix hoof stuff, ice gel, pig oil for the winter for the legs to keep the mud off, and fly spray and stuff. So I'm just going to put as much of it away in this box because it was just all dotted around, and then we'll keep some bits out. The Kevin Bacon can stay out. That we haven't even started yet. Go there. Oh, perfect. Horse licks, that can stay out. Oh, I've got two. Don't need two. A liquid hoof oil. What's this one? Another hoof oil. I think that was from Izzy when she left. A charger for all my lights and stuff. That should probably go in the tack room. Two disgusting water bottles that I'll give a clean. A massage mitt. Some overreach boots. And then lots of... That's grim. Lots of bits from rugs. Okay, now I've done the initial sort out. How big was that? No. It's time to get everything up the top, up the ladders. Which is really the main mission. This one's quite heavy. I've actually got a stress fracture in my right hand at the moment. So actually pulling like this is fine. It's like compression and pushing that isn't. But maybe not the wisest activity, to be honest. Right then, let's go up and have a sort out. First of all, I just need to move the dust cover with all the crew gear so that we can pop it in there. I'm not the biggest fan. I wouldn't say I am scared of spiders, but I don't want them crawling over me. Personally, not really for me. Nice, okay, now I need to get the dust sheet back. Nice, okay, now I need to get the dust sheet back. Voila! There are a few bits and bobs actually that I want to take home because I definitely don't need them here, but I don't want to get rid of them. So whilst my parents' home has storage available, then I'm going to keep it there. If they moved house and it wasn't available anymore, then I would just have to sell it or get rid of it. But I've got 2 metal feed bins here and 2 plastic hay feeders that I made. And the horses are having an extended stay this winter in Wales. So I'm going to take them back at the same time so the feed and stuff can go in them. That's my plan anyway. Stable is back to how it should be. So now for the van. I need to clean my chaps before I put them away and clean my competition boots before I put them away. And then strap all these water containers down so they don't slide around everywhere. What on earth is that? And then it is time for the winter welly bucket to come back out. It's currently got, this is last winter's mud. Okay, wellies in. Waterproof trousers, I'm sure we will require soon. And these need to go round the back. In place. Here are my spare shoes that I got from Estrid. So I've taped them up, I've written Estrid 2025 on them. They've got pins and pads ready for next season as long as their feet don't change shape dramatically. Always nice to have. We'll put them in the spares box where they're meant to be. Let's give my chaps a clean before they go away. And they'll have a good condition before I ride in them again because they'll probably dry out in storage, but at least we put them away clean. Look at that! What an exceptionally tidy van. I might have to have a rethink about my competition rugs. So they're in this red box, and there's 3 rugs that don't fit in that red box that I've just shoved around it. And it was always fine with Tizzy because her rugs were so small. Estrid's, I mean, she's not that much bigger, but because she also is the most freezing pony that ever walked the planet, she's such a big wimp, whereas Tiz, like, it was rare that we put a Thermotex on her, like, unheard of to put anything more than that. Maybe a rain sheet if it was super wet, but she was never cold. Whereas Estrid, you have to put a Thermotex on her even in like high 20 degrees heat, and then she needs extra layers, so might need a bigger box for that as well. I think I just need bigger boxes all round for Estrid because she's just that kind of pony. She's a diva and she requires more things and a bigger entourage apparently. But I'm really pleased that this is all done. I've got one more job to do to make the stables tidy. I just need to put Tizzy's rug rack back up, and then there's a couple of jobs that I would like to do in the field, and we'll go say hello to the ponies and poo pick. And voila! I've also got a little pile of fly rugs here. Well, it's not that little actually. 3 fly rugs and a Thermotex that need to go in the wash. Luckily we've got someone who washes rugs just down the road, and a couple of repairs to some of the summer rugs, and then I can put them away, and in spring when I need to get them out I'll be like, yes, go past me. Excuse me. it is getting to that time of year again. The paddock they're in hasn't got much grass in it. So I'm going to start feeding haylage, and I've been using these little bales and giving them a slice a day, but they are eating it, and I've been putting off opening a big bale because when there's still some grass they don't eat it that quickly. Normally this lasts 10 days in the winter, but in the summer, like this kind of time of year, it could last like 3 weeks, but I'm hoping that actually it'll be okay. It's last year's haylage. Oh gosh! And there is a little bit of mould on a couple of the corners where the cats have opened the bale up. But I can put that on the burn pile, like, where is it? Like this bit here, where it's gone a little bit mouldy. But I can put that on the burn pile, and the rest is fine. Okay. Haylage nets filled for the week. I think they're only going to eat one a day. We'll put that one in now. When I was feeding the slices, I was just putting a slice on the floor because it was super dry and they would munch up all the little strands. But now it's wet, they're just walking all the strands in and it's making it mushy. So the next job is to get one of the hay feeders and take it down to their summer paddock, which is going to be a mission. I'm already quite sweaty. That went quite well for me. Yes. Right, let me take this down and I'll come back for you and the haylage. Holy excitement, Astrid. Through she goes. I left the yard last night and I had like a quarter of the amount of water in each bucket because I knew I was coming down in the morning and I wanted to really scrub them out, and they weren't wearing fly masks. And then I came down this morning and my waters were filled up and they're wearing fly masks. It's, I guess the beauty of a livery rather than being on a yard by yourself is, if I imagine it was Vicky because she looks after them when I go away, if their heads were covered in flies, Vicky was like, oh, I'll put some fly masks on. And she probably saw the buckets were low, not knowing I was going to come and scrub them and fill them up, and filled them up for me, which is nice, isn't it? Right, I'm going to poo pick now, so that'll be wonderful. It's actually really nice right now. It's really sunny. I'm going to poo pick, and then we're done, aren't we? Breaking fresh poop, muck heaps. Done, all my job's done. My stables are tidy, my hay and bedding area is good, the feed room is stocked and tidy, the tack room is all good, all my competition stuff is put away. I feel like I have achieved something and we have completed a task, which is an excellent feeling. I just need to soak their feed, ready for tomorrow's feed, and I'm all done. Have been feeling a little bit like, meh, do I even want horses anymore? I know, shocking that I have those thoughts. In reality, I don't think that would happen. Well, I go through phases of do I even need a horse anymore? Is it worth the heartbreak? But I love having horses and being outside. I've always had horses since the age of 2. Could I live without them? And the answer is I just don't know, but I assume not. But now I've tidied everything, and Estrid is going to the vet's next week to have a little check over, like a bit of an MOT, before we even contemplate starting doing anything. I feel a bit motivated now to get going again. Maybe I'm just a winter equestrian, because I was really motivated January, February, March, April. Like, I really went for it, like dark nights, getting stuck in, getting gritty. Maybe that's my jam, and like summers are just meh. Or that's maybe because I've had so many horse injuries, like end of spring, that I've not got to ride and do what I wanted for summer and the end of the season for what seems like a very, very long time. So maybe that's why. But onwards and upwards, I feel very accomplished and motivated and ready for another chapter.